Long ago, in a village, there lived a couple who had always wanted a child, but could not have one. The wife prayed devoutly every day, hoping that God would grant her a lovely child. Their neighbor was a witch with magical powers, who had a large courtyard surrounded by high walls, filled with strange flowers and tender lettuce. When she saw the beautiful lettuce, she suddenly longed to taste it. She said to her husband,
"If I don't get to eat that lettuce, I will die."
The husband, who loved his wife dearly, risked danger by climbing into the witch's courtyard and stole a head of lettuce. She took a bite, and the taste was absolutely delicious. She loved lettuce so much. A few days later, the wife wanted lettuce again, so the husband had to climb the witch's wall once more. This time, as soon as he climbed down, he was caught by the witch. The husband pleaded desperately. The witch said,
"I will allow you to take the lettuce, but on one condition. You must give me the child you are expecting."
The husband was terrified and agreed. The husband returned home with a sorrowful expression and told his wife everything that had happened. The wife, heartbroken, covered her face and wept.
"It's all my fault, my poor child, not even born yet."
She choked back tears. She loved children so much. The husband could only comfort her by saying, "The witch will treat her as her own child." As soon as the child was born, the witch took her away and named her Rapunzel. Rapunzel grew up slowly and became the most beautiful girl in the world. When Rapunzel turned 12, the witch locked her in a tall tower. The tower stood deep in the forest, with neither stairs nor a door, only a small window at the top. Whenever the witch wanted to enter the tower, she would stand below and call out,
"Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair."
Rapunzel had long, thick hair as golden as gold thread. As soon as she heard the witch's call, she would undo her long braids, fasten the top around a window hook, and let her hair fall down. The witch would then climb up using the long hair. One day a prince rode by and heard a beautiful song. It was Rapunzel singing to pass her lonely hours. The song deeply moved the prince, and he wanted to see her, but he could not find the tower's entrance. After that, the prince came every day to listen to her sing. By chance, he discovered how the witch climbed the tower. The next day, the prince imitated the witch and called from below, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." The thick golden hair tumbled down, and the prince, overjoyed, quickly climbed up. Rapunzel was shocked to see that it was not the witch. She was terrified. She had never seen a man before. The prince spoke kindly to her.
"Lovely maiden, my heart has been deeply touched by your song. It will know no peace until I see you."
Gradually, Rapunzel's fear faded. The prince then asked, "Will you marry me?" Seeing that the prince was handsome and kind, Rapunzel reached out her hand to him and agreed. However, Rapunzel did not know how to climb down the tall tower. So she said to the prince,
"Each time you come, bring a strand of silk thread. I will weave them into a ladder. Once the ladder is finished, I can climb down and leave with you."
After that, the prince brought silk thread every day, and the witch never noticed. Unfortunately, one day Rapunzel accidentally let the secret slip. When the witch learned about the prince, she was furious. She grabbed Rapunzel's beautiful braids, wrapped them twice around her left hand, then took a pair of scissors in her right hand. Snip, 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 and the beautiful braids fell to the ground. Then, she heartlessly cast Rapunzel out into the wilderness. The witch tied the cut-off braids to the window hook at the top of the tower. When the prince called from below as usual, the witch let the hair down and allowed the prince to climb up. The witch told him,
Your Rapunzel is gone. Don't think you'll ever see her again.
He fell into a thorny thicket, which pierced his eyes and blinded him. For many years, the prince wandered painfully through the forest, until at last he came to the wilderness where Rapunzel had suffered. Rapunzel recognized him, threw her arms around his neck, and wept. 2 of her tears fell into the prince's eyes, restoring his sight. The prince brought Rapunzel back to his kingdom, and they lived happily ever after.